The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day after the market close. Tom takes your phone calls from 4 to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time using the data available at that time.
Let's go to a Bill in Boca Raton. Hey, Bill, what's going on?
Not too much. Enjoying the warm weather in Florida just like you, except on the other coast.
Perfect, man. Perfect.
Yep.
Do you listen on the internet right now?
Yeah.
Cool, man. Cool.
No, I enjoy that. That's in your Tiger TV and everything. I've been watching you for years, and you've really taken this whole programming to a level that's just phenomenal.
I appreciate it.
And now, here's Tom O'Brien.
Well, welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 2 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone had a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Let's take a look at one of our 4 agreements. Cultivate wisdom. You don't need to accumulate knowledge to become wise. Anyone can become wise. When you become wise, you respect your body, you respect your mind, and you respect your soul. When you become wise, your life is controlled by your heart, not your head. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We had the Dow up, down 76, NASDAQ down 31, S&P's off 6.5, gold contract up 29 bucks, trading at $1,787 an ounce. Silver up 71 cents at $40.02 an ounce. Platinum up $9.50 at $1,818 an ounce. Copper down 3.5 pennies at $3.99 a pound. Light sweet crude off 97 cents, trading at $86.91 a barrel. Bonds up 21 ticks at 136.26. Dollar index up 12 ticks at 74.05. The euro's trading 144, and the yen is at 76.76. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world? In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? So check it out, folks. You're down 11 bucks. Now, what do we do out here? Well, your cash S&P, folks, got into the price point of 1180.50. Now, closed at 1192.76. You did 1 billion shares versus 1.1 yesterday, but more important, folks, versus you're going into the 11th. Now, watch how this works, because this is where volume is going to save the bulls for a little bit here. So you're going into Thursday, which is 1.8 billion shares. So you got into the top of the bar, rejected the bar with 1.1 versus 1.8. That's what we've been talking about, how the amount of volume that was down, as you go back into those levels, you can't expect to break them right away. Why? Because it's all about energy, and you have to build cause. So what you have here, and this is going to be as deviant as you can get, is it's building cause to do what? It's building cause, folks, to go up another 100 S&P points. That's what it's building cause for. The first leg off the bottom went from 1101 getting up there to 1204. That's what it's building cause for. So this is going to be just it's an outstanding trading market. There's no doubt about that. That's your S&P. We go over to the Dow Industrials. You take a look at the Dow. The same setup in the Dow. What the Dow did is this. The Dow backed down to 11,292. That level there got right into the 11,278, which was the high of the 11th of August. Rejected it. Stayed inside it. You're going to build some cause now to get to higher price. The composite, the NASDAQ composite. Composite out here. Now this is where it's going to get tricky. This is what the composite did. The composite comes down 31 points. You do 2 billion shares. The composite also hit the 11th, which is 25.16. Rejected it. And with dramatically lighter volume. It's still 2 billion shares versus 3.8 billion. The tricky part about the composite is that it looks to me like you can test the bottoms of the composite once again. Now, let's go over to the NDX 100, because the NDX 100, folks, is the strongest indice out there. It still continues to be the strongest indice. If we take a look at the NDX 100, you did the same deal. What you did is this. You get down to 2165. The 2165 came into the 2187. You rejected it. You closed at 2194. If we look at the three Qs, inside the three Qs, what you have is that the three Qs also came back with 85 million shares versus 205 million. Bottom line, I suspect that the low of today in the three Qs can get tested, but this also is building strength to get up into higher price. So it's going to be wild watching this whole thing shake out, because Europe was the same situation today. Europe was down big, by the way, folks, this morning. The FTSE ended up being up 0.1% after being down 1.5%. The DAX ended up being down 0.4% after being down 2.5%. Bottom line is that if we go look at those indices, if you're watching Tiger TV right now, what you're going to see is you're going to see they not only came back, and if you talk about coming worldwide, how all these markets work the same, this is what you did. The DAX got down to, the FTSE rather, got down to 52.65, rejected the 52.62, did it with volume of 719 million versus 1.6 billion. Bottom line, what that sets up, you're going topside. You know, that's what it comes down to. 877-927-6648. Let's go over and take a look at Dell. Dell just come out with numbers. Dell closed at $15.80. It's trading at $15.05. Numbers go like this. They beat both. They beat the bottom line number. The estimate was 49 cents. They made 54 cents. Top line number, the estimate was 15.78 billion. They took in 15.66 billion. They're cutting their revenue projection for the next quarter, but it really isn't doing anything to the stock. You know, the stock was down $1. Bottom line is that, you know, you're going to see with Dell, it's the same situation. The 1504 is not the end of the world. You can actually pull back to 1436, and it's not the end of the world for Dell, because you had 43 million shares on the way down. So, bottom line, you put that all together, and what you have happening here, folks, is that you have a small ABC structure on the way up. Now, what's going to get interesting is this. If you have the art of time in the trade, your ultimate trading mastery system, you know that I do two separate issues with an ABC structure. The first one is that you get an ABC up or ABC down, okay? The second one is a Tiger-Gartley. Now, what happens in the Tiger-Gartley, folks, they're two separate patterns altogether. The Tiger-Gartley is A to B equals C to D, and you're looking to pass the B point with lighter volume. So it's going to get, this is going to be a classic about what is going to happen when we pass the B point. And the B point right now is set up on the S&P. On the cash, your B point is set at the 1204.49. That's where we're set. The volume characteristic is going to be an easy one to take out. The reason being is that we're only at, it's 1.1 billion. Now, you get over that with lighter volume, you're more than likely you're still going to get A to B equals C to D. And what are you going to be doing? At D, we're going to be selling the heck out of it. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Let's go to Bob in Largo. Hey, Bob, what's going on?
Have another great day. How about yourself?
Good, thank you. Absolutely, man.
Great. I'm looking at Staples. I got in a few days ago at 13.13.
Let's take a look. We got Staples, of course, that's the large office retailer. The low is $11.94. That was from a few days ago. The high is $23.75. They pay a 2.8% dividend. Oh, interesting, man. Okay, so you get some action here. I mean, you know, you're at 14.22, and, you know, this can bounce to 16.43 in a heartbeat, man. And what you got, let me pull this back a little bit further. 0.10. This has been a mess, I know that, but let's just see what kind of a mess you have. Well, you're in good shape because, oh, interesting. Okay, so what you have is this. Now, strictly keep a tight leash on this, man, because this is what you have. It broke all the swing points with volume. So that's saying that the lows that were established at 11.94, they're going to be back down there. That's the longer-term view. Shorter term, though, what you have is that first acceleration down going all the way up to that price point of a few months ago, that's going to be the first place you get any flack, which is the 1643, man.
Where I'm looking for, where should I put a comfortable stop at?
I wouldn't give this, you don't want to give, when you have something like this, right, you have the acceleration up right now, and okay, so what I'm going to do here is this. I'm going to put this on, I just put it on a 10-minute 4-day, right, and put the stop. And what you're seeing, if you're watching this Tiger TV, folks, all I'm doing, I'm taking a high volume swing point, okay, and you want to tuck it underneath it. And what you're looking at here is at 1338. See, there was 830,000 shares traded on a 10-minute. Tuck it right under there. Because if it breaks that, then you're going to go all the way down to 12 bucks, 12.30.
Right.
Cooking, brother.
Appreciate it. Take
Have
care.
a great one, man. Have a safe one. What you do, folks, there's a couple different things you're doing with stops there. Number one, you get an acceleration up. What you're looking for is you're looking for a swing point, number one, because that's where information gets released. Number two, you're looking for high volume bars, and you tuck it behind it. So as it is coming down, it's going to be hard for that to basically, you know, push apart. Let's go to Brian in Massachusetts. Hey, Brian, what's going on?
Not too much, Tom. How are you today?
Doing great, man. You having a good day out there?
Fairly good. I was wondering what you thought about SODA, S-O-D-A.
That's
It dropped about 23% today on somebody's information that they were questioning the conference call yesterday. And I was hoping maybe you thought something on the upside was available.
No, it's not. This is a gaffe. Let's take a look at it. You got Soda Stream, folks, okay? The low's 20 bucks, the high's 74, 79, the PE's 55. This equity, folks, when you have an equity, first off, that you see volume come out of, you have to absolutely stay away from it. This equity, what this equity did, it had no volume at its high of 79 bucks. It blew apart last week. It went from a price point of 62 to 40. Volume exploded out of the stock. Now, did you bite on this today?
I did.
I'd move this out right now, man. You're probably not even. I mean, you're probably not in a losing situation. I mean, unless you know, this is bogus, man. You gotta protect yourself.
Thanks, Tom.
Okay, man. Have a great one. Have a safe one. If we bring this back, folks, let me just show you something on SODA. When you bring this back, this is a broken stock, and what you have, okay, is this. You have a deal that May of 2011, the stock basically has some juice in it. It's nice. On a daily, you know, it had 9.7 million. We turn around. Let's just put this on a weekly for a second. And a weekly, same setup. Okay, fine, no big deal. That stock was fine up to 56 bucks. Then what ends up happening? Extends itself all the way up to 79 with absolutely no volume. 9.6 million. It tests the highs at 7.2. And then what does it do? It blows apart downtown with 27 million. When you see something like that, that little baby's going to make its way all the way back to 30 bucks. And at $30, if that has volume, it'll go right underneath the... This looks... We'll be right back.